Greetings, this is the Baron, and today is a day of celebration, for we are the victors, triumphant in the Ice Age tournament. Ha ha! We have crushed our enemies, frozen their lands, laid waste to their creatures, and taken home the crown of ice. Alright, here we go. We got 2 packages to open here today. 2 different prizes from the same pool. Good old Timmy Town. Number 1. Ba-da-ba. Ooh. This Altered Gestures Cap, Timmy Talks edition. Let's take a look. Let's get in there. It is beautiful. Let's get a closer look. Make sure to get all this off here so we can really get it. Alright. Timmy Talks 21-22 Ice Age Maestro. Beautiful. Beautiful artwork. Thank you so much. This is going to be played next time. You know, if I'm assuming we'll do the Ice Age only again. Or, you know, eventually some old school format will say, hey, throw some Ice Age in. Well, that's the cap I'll be using. Drive my enemies insane. Woohoo! Very excited. Very happy. Now, this prize right here. Dun-dun-dun. Let's get in. Should probably got my scissors. Let me fast forward to get those. And bam! Here we go. Alright. So, actually, don't know why I got the tool. Scissors will do. Let's see here. I can feel it. Boom. Nothing else in there. Oh, yeah, look at this, something else in there. Woohoo! Look at that. Big old Timmy Talk sticker. That's fun. Slap that somewhere. Alright, and that is it for the package. And here we are, the grand prize. The Timmy altar. So, Timmy Talks had these made early on, and he's been giving them away to, you know, the winners of the events he's been hosting. And I've had my eye on this prize since the beginning. It's a long time coming. I've participated in pretty much every tournament Timmy's hosted, pretty much everyone. I missed a few. And this is Altars by PC. If you are interested, hit them up. And here's my Timmy. Each one of these is a little different from what I understand. This is 13 of 25. And this one's mine with the rabbit, little skull and bones. Year 2020, Timmy Talks patron. Little scribbles. Very excited, very happy to have it. This is a prize. Oh boy. Oof. Now I need to make a Particle Sorcerer deck. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna squeeze this guy in somewhere, because I can't let him go unseen to the world. I mean, I guess I'm showing the world here, but you know what I mean. He needs to see play. He needs to be tapping, doing that damage. So I'll definitely work on a brew where I can include him. And that's it. Very small little mail day here, but big prizes. Ooh, 2 stickers. 2 stickers. 2 beautiful altars. I love them both. I couldn't, you know, pick one I like better than the other, really. But, you know, one I could use an old school, and one has got to be for special formats. So they will both see love, for sure, for sure. So, you know what? Let's do a deck tech. Why don't I go over the deck that won the prizes? Be interested in that? I hope so. If not, yeah, I'll see you next time. But if you want to hang around, I'll show you the deck. Ice Age only format. Beautiful format. Beautiful cards. Beautiful prizes. Oh, I'm overjoyed right now. So I went heavy land destruction to squeeze you out of the game. A lot of creature control, and some of the what I think are the best creatures in the format, like Abyssal Spectre. So, Ice Quake. For 3 mana, with 2 black and 1, destroy a land. If it's snow covered, it deals damage to them. This is one of the MVPs of the whole tournament for me. Fumarole, 5 mana, pay 3 life. Destroy a creature and a land. So, very strong. Drop my mana down. The Pump Knights, Ice Age has their own Pump Knights. Knights of Stromgold. Gald? I don't know how you say that. Doesn't matter. It's the exact same as a Pump Knight for Fallen Empires. Super strong, since Swords of Plowshares is in the format. Got myself 3 rituals in this deck. Plenty of burn. There's the cap. We could just trade him out for this guy if we want, right? Boom. Upgraded. Land. Stone Rain. Plenty of land destruction. Soul Burn. On top of the Lava Burst, I've got the Soul Burn. You gain life with this, which is going to help me because I pay so much life. I pay it into the Fumaroles, I pay it into Necropotence, and I pay it into another great card. Let me find one, pull it out. Fire Covenant. Just eating up those creatures. 3 mana, black, red, colorless, pay X life, deal X damage to any amount of creatures. Well, divide it amongst creatures. Conquer. This is a one-of card. It's a land steal enchantment. It's like a control magic for land. Very cool. A little expensive at 5 mana. I've got some Incinerates in here for 2 mana. Quick answers. There they are, the Spectres. These are the stars of the show. And that's really my only kill con is the Knights and the Spectres. So if you've got enough burn, you can keep me out. I'm done. I got no real way to end this game. But fortunately, we get there. And we have a lot of hand disruption. We've got the Mind Warp. Ripping cards out of your hand. Just gone. There's another Soul Burn. Necropotence. And what's there to say about Necro? It's Necro. Come on, right? It's restricted in the format. Down to 1. Lands. Ice Quake, Fumarole. Orcish Squatters. Now, this is... I forgot about these guys. So, this deck really constricted you on mana. Like, real hard. And these guys gobbled up a lot of your answers. If you're running Incinerates or whatever, these guys are getting hit early. 2 mana and 4 mana. This guy's 5 mana. So he's coming out later. You've already wasted some of your resources. And he's a 2/3. He steals lands. And I kind of want to strangle you out, take away the cards in your hand, and then just basically wipe your board. Like, leave you with absolutely freaking nothing. And the deck, it did that a few times. It really did what it's supposed to do. It worked. And a single shatter. So, a lesson learned for next time. I will run more shatters. I don't know what I'm taking out yet. We could figure that out. There's a second Squatters, 2 more lands. That is the whole deck. Not a lot to say here. That's not the whole. I got a whole pile here. What am I saying? It's the whole deck. It doesn't look like the cards. We got a little more. Just toss it out here real fast. Zoran Orb. Incinerate. Abyssal Spectre number 4. Swamp. Boop, 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 boop. And Stone Rain. That is the deck. There we go. Sorry about that. So, here's our restricted cards. They're not going anywhere. These are the stars of the show. I really intend to switch decks next year. I think maybe I'm worried people might have seen this deck and be like, oh, that deck's strong. Let me plan against it. So I kind of want to make the deck that beats this deck, green, white, and really hate on black, or red even a little bit, play like Justice. But I might just stick with this because it is the champion. People don't want to see it return, have another go at it. So I might just give it a few tweaks and bring it back. That way people get their round 2 in, like a real round 2. So on that train of thought, I'm kind of thinking maybe do away with the Mind Warp. It is very expensive. It's 4 and then X. I have used it. Like, it did work in this tournament, I believe, at least once. But it isn't always useful. If my plan's working and I'm ripping your hand apart with the Spectres, what is this even doing? So I'm thinking either turn this into the second Shatter, or get myself the Ice Age Animate Dead. Or, there are Squatters even. So, current plan, I'm thinking turn the Conquer into a Squatters, turn the Mind Warp into a Shatter, and that's pretty good. Like, that is just pretty good. The deck won. It doesn't need a lot of work, you know? We saw where we might have some problems. We had some problems against that bottle. We do not want someone getting Injustice Cap off on us, because we can just get torn out of this game. It's too easy to stop me, I think. But if I could stop them from stopping me, that means having the Shatter ready to roll. Also, the land destruction keeps the Jester's Cap from happening too. You might be able to cast it, but I'm not letting you have 6 mana in this deck. It's just not happening. So you're not going to be able to cast it and pop in the same turn. So I do have that Shatter opportunity. The Drain Lives, the Soul Burns, they were so good. These were the real, like... if I had to pick an MVP, Golden Pig, if you will, it's a tough choice. It's probably Necropones, really. But aside from that, because that's like cheating, right? The Squatters had their moments. The Fumaroles is a 2-for-1, a very strong 2-for-1, not to be overlooked. But Soulburn was the most consistent, like, hey, I'm there for you, bro. I got you card in this deck. When I need to draw a card, that card was Soulburn, and it was there for me. So, definitely not going down on those at all. It is a little more expensive than the Lava Burst. It is 3 and then X, or instead of 1 then X, and that has mattered. Maybe switching Incinerates around, maybe take it being an instant kind of matters. You can do a little more kind of combat tricks. If you've got a 4/4 or 5, if you get a Strider, Shelly Strider, without any buffs or negatives, whatever, I could block it with my Knight of Stromgold, give it first strike, and toss out Incinerate. For 3 mana, I dealt with your answer instead of needing 6 or 5, or how many would that be? 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 2 mana heavy, So Incinerates with the Knights are really good. I might try to focus on that more, maybe. But having the Soul Burns as a finisher, and the Lava Burst, having both my like big fireball type things, it was just so good. It was so good to have them and the answers. And I should be getting mana. It's you that has mana problems, But maybe trying to find some room, up the Knights, up the Incinerates. Maybe. I can't really take away from the land destruction. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, sort of. Because you get your lands back if the Squatters die. That was, I think, the maybe only thought I had towards using the 1 Conquer, was that it's harder in this format, especially, to get that land back. You need a disenchant. It's the only way it's happening, really. So the Squatters were just a stronger card, but less consistent than the Conquer. The Conquer is just, it's basically said that land's mine. Squatters these are mine for now, until you can deal 3 damage to them, which is probably going to happen if you're trying to deal 3 damage. If you're playing red, if you have Incinerates, my Squatter's going to die. Playing black, you have Dark Rituals. It's too easy to deal with. Even with Lava Burst, you only need 4 mana to deal with my Squatters. You only got 3 toughness. That's a big strength of the Shambling Strider. And the 6/6 Worm is, the Strider is 6 mana to kill. The Worm is 7. It's just real hard to deal with. My guys are very squishy. 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So, there's no... Well, there is an Ice Age Jusum, right? There's that weird furry little creep. But, maybe. I don't know. So, those are kind of my thoughts. I'm a little all over the place with how to move the deck forward. If I'm sticking with this deck, I probably will make 2 right up to the event next year. I might ask Timmy what his thoughts are. Hey, bring back the champion, or start something fresh. I know the final battle there. It's not the final battle you look for. It's sometimes when a deck works, it makes for a boring game, but it's proof that a deck works, to me at least. And people are afraid of artifacts in this format. I'm only running 2, so Shatter doesn't hurt me. And Cap, I'm using it. So all you're doing with those shatters, hopefully plural, is killing my Zoran Orb. So you have dead cards already, which makes me very happy. So that's it for now. Hey, if you've got thoughts on this deck, you got a preference, you want to see me build something new, just toss this away, or soup this guy up a little bit, or just leave him exactly as he is, which I know I'm okay with that too. It is the champ, it did it. It got there. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Should I play that bottle that lets me like lay away things, or exile a card and play it? Play big creatures, maybe the furry little monster creep. More expels, more incinerates. Incinerating. Do you like that plan? Do you like the first strike incinerate plan? Because I tell you that sounds good. I'm talking myself into that really more than anything. I think. Well, that's it for now. Baron Nick, done here.